Hello again, William Chambers here. Tonight I'm working on this 930 Comfort King. I'm working on pulling out the injectors and the injection pump. I got to go ahead to send them away and get them checked out or rebuilt or whatever they need. This is going to be as close to a full restoration as I'm going to go. One of the problems it had is it wouldn't idle properly, and I tried adjusting all the linkage and whatnot, and the book doesn't tell you about opening this up or adjusting anything in there, and I didn't want to get into that. That's pretty precision stuff inside there. So there was the idling issue, and then when you start it up cold, it just sounds like there's one injector that fires half the time. So we're going to send them all away here. So I'm going to show you how to pull the injectors out and the pump, and show you where the timing marks are on this pump before you pull it out, because let me tell you, that's going to save you a big headache when you go to put it together and can't figure out why it won't run. So I've already got these first 4 injectors loose. Now one thing you want to do, and I wish I had a hot water pressure washer, is before you start pulling stuff apart, wash the whole thing down with hot water, because you get rid of all this old grease and dirt. Now all I have is my air compressor, so I blew it off as best I could. You know, you do what you got to do. But the biggest thing is to keep everything as clean as you can. Like, if you got little plastic caps, put caps on all those in the ejectors. I've got a bunch of that stuff here, so they're going to go ahead. I've got all the return lines off. Get my light over here. You pull your injection line off the bottom, and your lines, you actually won't get them out until you crack the injector loose, and then they kind of pull out of there. They're just you just got that style of, it's the other end, there it is. Just got that rubber ring in there and gives you a better picture. Most of you'll know what I'm talking about, but that's your return line. Goes in between there. So pull them all out if you can. If not, they'll come off when you pull the injector out. Pull off your actual injection lines. They're high pressure ones. Kind of set them aside. They have a bit of give to them, but don't reef on them or kink them, or they're garbage. If they get so much as a pinhole in them, it'll never fire properly. So I'll just pull these out of here carefully. Now I should know what style of injector that is, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Now I'm thinking the problem was in number 3 cylinder, so I'm going to number them. I keep trying to keep them in order here. So I'm going to number them all, and then once they rebuild them, I'll ask them which ones were causing trouble. So I can't get these 2 out until I pull the injection pump off, or you can't even get the lines out of there right now. Now the important thing is these timing marks in here. Now you see there's a timing mark on the actual pump side there, and then that's your little gear there, and that tells you that your engine's at top dead, number 1 cylinder is at top dead center. So that's where you want it to be when you put the injection pump back in, and I'm assuming you can turn this. Come on, there we go. To line it up once you get it back, because they'll have it all apart and check everything, but you want to make sure those 2 lines match up, or it'll never run properly. If you're 1 tooth off, it might. And there is, I think there's adjustment slots on here somewhere, so that you can turn your injection pump just a hair. But you can see there's a mark there too that somebody put. So yeah, there must be adjustment. Better job cleaning it. So yeah, those are marks. You want to make sure they're all lined up before you pull this pump out. Now I got a few more bolts to take out before I pull it off, and I'll come back to you. Well, I'm just about ready to pull it out here. A couple lines you got to take off behind here. There's one that goes to this here. I think that's a pressurizer. Actually, I don't know what the actual name of it is. And there's two lines underneath. Put my light here. Two lines underneath to disconnect there. Your fuel return line there. All your injection lines. There's your oil return there to lubricate your pump. So if I can set my camera up here. I really don't want to drop it on my foot. That would just kind of ruin my day. It's not going to work either. Tool trays or wrench trays work great for holding smartphones, so try that. Now what you're going to need is a extensions about that long to get in behind the pump there. There's two nuts in behind the pump on the same spot as these. So I got this loose, and let's see if it'll pull out. Excuse me. So if you notice, the injection pump does have fine-tuned adjustment there. Not sure what that was that fell down there. I guess it was just washers. So yeah, it's kind of a oil mess in behind there. See, that's your lever. And if you hear that clicking noise, that's your shut off. And for some reason, you got play in there. And I don't think that play should be there. So I'm hoping they won't find anything too major, but I hope they find a problem with it. So there you have a Bosch injection pump removed out of a Case 930 Comfort King and fuel injectors. Thanks for watching.